Another question for vector. So read it carefully, pause, stop the video, and try to solve yourselves. Then later you can check your solution. So we have 4 vectors as shown in this figure, and addition, summation of these all vectors equal to 4i. This is also given. So according to this information, we need to find f3 and f4. Let's start. So we have x and y axis. Let's write these 4 vectors in terms of components. If we pay attention to the f1, it's exactly vertical and downward, and it's equal to 5. Actually, f1 equal to f1x I plus f1y j, as you know. But the x component equal to 0 because f1 is exactly vertical. So this part equal to 0. So f1 is basically consists of only y component. So f1 equal to 5 newtons, so it means f1y equal to 5 newtons. f1x equal to 0. It's obvious from the figure. The same thing we need to do for second force f2 equal to f2x I plus f2y j. f2 second vector has a x component and a y component, and the angle is given, direction is given, so it's simple. We can do it quickly. f2x equal to f2 times cosine 20, which is 6 times cosine 20. Approximately it will be equal to 5.64. Same for the y component. f2 times it will be sine 6 times sine 20, which is approximately sine 20 2.05. So y component and the x component for second vector also given for us, and the y component 2 point, both positive because of direction. Now let's come to the third vector. Third vector is exactly vertical, so its x component equal to 0. For vector 4, exactly horizontal, its y component equal to 0 basically. Now let me write the equation again. So it says that f1 plus f2 plus f3 and f4 equal to 4i. Actually there is a j, but j equal to 0 basically. So when you add these 4 vectors, it will be directed only in horizontal direction. So let me write in this way. This is a resultant vector. Yes, net force. So this resultant vector has only x component basically. Y component equal to 0. So what is x component? X component is f1x plus f2x plus f3x plus f4x. Resultant vectors x component 4, f1x equal to 0, f2x 5.64, sorry. X component for third vector, as you see from the diagram, it's a 0. X component for fourth vector unknown, so 4 equal to 5.64 plus x component. So from here, x component for the fourth vector equal to negative 1.64. So this is x component for force vector, and as you know, force or vector 4, it has only x component, so y component equal to 0. So we can write that f4 equal to negative 1.46 I, only I, no j, no y direction. Now let's write the similar equation for y direction. So ry equal to f1y plus f2y, f3y, f4y. Y component, as you know, equal to 0 here. So 0 equal to, what is f1y? f1y equal to 5, positive 5. Positive or negative? Sorry, f1y is negative. It's negative because of downward, this direction downward. So negative 5 plus f2y. f2y is positive 2.05. f3y unknown. f3y unknown. f4y 0 because f4 is exactly in horizontal direction. So from here, f3y equal to 2.95, positive 2.95. So this is a y component for third vector, and you know that x component for this vector is 0 because of direction given in this diagram. So we can say f3 equal to 2.95 j because it's only in vertical direction. Give your answers in component form. In component form, this is in unit vector form. So let's write it in component form. f3x equal to 0, f3y equal to 295, f4x equal to minus 1.64, f4y equal to 0.